What a load of old fucking rat shit from Manchester United. Absolutely fucking diabolical, in my opinion. Manchester United have drawn 0-0 away at Stamford Bridge in absolute diabolical game of football from Manchester United. Toothless up front and not pleased with that whatsoever. A draw away at Stamford Bridge isn't usually a bad result, but Manchester United, dog shit in my opinion. Toothless. When I saw the starting lineup, obviously it was a toothless lineup, but we haven't got too many other options up front, which is a worry for Manchester United. Rashford, James and Greenwood being your front three, not enough goals in that front three for Manchester United, which was a worry for me going into this game. Rashford's the only one that's getting the goals. Greenwood's been horseshit this season, absolutely fucking horrendous, and was anonymous pretty much all game in this game. James a little bit better, but not good enough if Manchester United want to be beating these sort of sides. Midfield, Scott McTominay completely off the pace. He was rushed back into this game due to a lack of options in midfield. We're really missing Cavani and Pogba. We really are, for me. Them two massive missed for Manchester United, and without them we look pretty dog shit, to be honest. We really do in these types of games. We have looked dog shit in these types of games all season, to be fair. We've been toothless and get another goalless fucking draw. We've had so many of these this season in these types of games, and if Manchester United want to get to the next level, we've got to be beating these sort of sides. We really do, and we're miles off the pace in the tile, and this was just not good enough, in my opinion, for Manchester United. I'll accept the draw because West Ham have lost and Leicester have lost, so it doesn't mean that Manchester United have lost any points on them. We've actually gained a point, but going into that Man City game next weekend, we've got to beat the Crystal Palace. We've got to win that Crystal Palace game going into that one, because quite frankly Manchester United are just not good enough to take that extra step to try and challenge, and we're not even looking like we've actually challenged for the title this season now, because next weekend the gap could get to about 15 points, which is a joke for Manchester United, really it is. But you look at the level of quality of Manchester City's bench, and you look at Manchester United's starting lineup. I mean, the likes of Sterling sitting on the bench, Foden. I mean, these players would fucking walk into Manchester United's team. It is chalk and cheese, really it is. And for Manchester United to take that extra step, we've got to improve the squad next season. This was always my big fear, is if Manchester United got any injuries this season, and we've barely had many injuries lately, and we've still struggled to get over the line in games, which is massive for Manchester United. It is a massive blow, it really is. But I'm just really disappointed with that today, I really am. I thought Manchester United, I mean, Chelsea obviously needed to win the game more, have had probably the better of the chances, but neither side were good enough today. Chelsea were pretty bollocks, to be honest, as well, in my opinion. Not good enough. Too many misplaced passes, certainly first half, and I don't know. I mean, Solskjaer's made one substitution in the whole game, which just tells you what he thinks about the players on the substitutes bench, to be honest. Bringing Martial on for Greenwood, which was the change that we would have expected, because Greenwood was probably the worst of the front three. I mean, along with probably James, I thought was probably about the best out of the front three, to be honest. But none of the front three were good enough today. Bruno Fernandes very quiet, not good enough in another big game, and you're looking at other players to step up to the plate, and when you haven't got the Paul Pogbas and the Cavani's, there's not really a lot else to step up to the plate. The midfield, obviously Scott McTominay and Fred's not got the creativity in it without Pogba in there somewhere in the team, and although he does always like to go with them two holding midfielders, I mean, Scott McTominay does like to get forward, but isn't someone that's going to create chances for really like a Paul Pogba, and I would prefer to see a Pogba in there alongside a Fred or a McTominay instead in these types of games, to create a bit more chances to get us on the front foot. Probably enough crosses coming into the box, but not enough. There's just no striker in the box. I personally don't think that Manchester United have got enough striking options. I really don't. You look at the team sheet today with, I mean, Mason Greenwood starting as the number 9, and then Rashford being the number 9. For me, neither of them two players are number 9s. They're really not. They're not the players that are getting in and around that area like Edinson Cavani to get them poachers goals that you need to take your goal tally up. They're not for me. They're wide players. But this is the problem Manchester United have at this moment in time when Cavani's not playing. We just got to hope that Cavani does come back into the starting lineup for the next game. I don't really know what else to say on this. I'm not happy with this. You can't ever be happy with the draw, even though you can settle for a draw away from home, but the fact that we're so far off the pace in the top didn't create enough today. The only other real talking point in this game was the penalty decision, and I personally thought that it should have been given as a penalty because of other decisions that have been given this season. But even if it was given and Manchester United won by that penalty, we didn't deserve to win this game of football anyway, so we weren't good enough. But it isn't the point of the penalty decision really, whether we should have won the game or not. But these sort of decisions have been given this season. Unfortunately, that one wasn't given. It's one of them things, but Manchester United have not been good enough this evening to win this game of football. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, but I just think that Manchester United are not good enough in these types of games. And this season we've got an absolute horrendous record in these types of games. We've not won a single one in the league. Last season we were quite good in these types of games, but with Martial and Greenwood being so poor this season, it hasn't really helped take the burden off Rashford and Bruno Fernandes's goals, and it's left us toothless up front. It really has, and that is a real concern for Manchester United going into the summer, to get some more attacking players into the team. I mean, I know people were probably concerned at the defence today, but in these types of games we've kept mainly clean sheets in all these types of games, and we've drawn most of them 0-0. So what does that say about the attack or the defence? I mean, it's a bit of both. I mean, Manchester United not going forward enough to, and that in these types of games we're probably a bit toothless up front as well. Maybe we can break some of the smaller teams down even when we are a bit toothless. I don't know, but not good enough for Manchester United in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Haven't really got any more to add on that. I mean, Chelsea could have won it. There were some good chances for them. De Gea did pull off a good save in the second half, and they had a shot after that block by Luke Shaw, which could have been scored. I think it was Mount who had the shot, I'm not too sure, or was it James? They could have scored then. They've had a header where from Giroud, which he just missed the header from a cross by Hudson-Odoi, which should have probably been in the back of the net. We've had the odd other chance, and we had that counter attack late on where Scott McTominay fucked it up, which could well have been a 1-0 there, smash and grab for Manchester United. But besides that, not really a lot else to talk about. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you're watching this on Facebook, please do hit the share button, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.